What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach video. Now, this one is going to be a fun one because there has been a ton of stuff found in the game files that has been unused in FNAF Security Breach, and it's all been revealed over on a certain Twitter account, which we're going to be taking a look at in today's video. It's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of stuff that when you guys see it, you're going to be like, oh, that's very cool, and oh, I want to see that in game, and we could potentially check it out in game, so stay tuned. Anyways, of course, if you guys want a chance to win a copy of FNAF Security Breach, all you have to do in interest is leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below saying whatever you want, and hit that subscribe button. It really is that simple and that easy. And as you guys know, you can enter on multiple videos. And by the way, I am going to be choosing the winners in probably about a week or two from now. I want to give people plenty of time to enter, so yeah, stay tuned to the channel. I'll make sure everyone knows whenever the winners are announced, though, so don't worry. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the unreleased content. So this is by Maz on Twitter, and I'm gonna have them linked in the description down below, and I think you guys should definitely give them a follow if you're looking for more leaks and, you know, I guess stuff like found in the game files of Security Breach, because it looks like they're constantly finding new things and posting it over on the Twitter. So if you guys are into that kind of thing, give them a follow and show them some support. But anyways, this is what they say. So they say, Security Breach, after countless hours of data mining from myself and friends, I can come to the conclusion that many mechanics, story beats, and other things were removed from Security Breach. This will be a thread of things removed, such as strings, maps, and maybe audio. Starting off, let's talk about the utilidors, which I'm probably saying that completely wrong, found around the Plex, and how nearly every level 10 door or unusable door would have had these utilidors behind them, truly connecting the whole building with a fast travel system. So he actually gives the maps here, which is what I'm saying. If you guys want to see me do a video on these maps and actually explore them, let me know in the comment section down below and leave a like on this video. And if we get a ton of support, I will definitely do a video on each of these different maps that they've revealed here, because I want to give credit to first of all, the person that found them, even though I don't know if they're like the person that found them, but the person that I found them from. So I want to do this first, and then if you guys want to see it, then we'll go on to the maps. But they give the map name, which is Map Utility Southeast Corner. This map has an unused utilidor that would have led from Rockstar Row all the way to the middle of Roxanne Raceway. Would have been a huge shortcut, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop these up on screen right now. And yeah, this is exactly what we expected. If you guys seen my hacking videos, or not even the hacking video, but where we glitched out the game and we got level 10 security access, you guys know we opened these doors and they led to nothing appear, like what it appeared to be, at least. Like, it was just like a black empty area, but if you actually spawned in this area, it would teleport you to like random parts of the map, or it would just like randomly set you in like different areas. So like one of the doors was like at the back of the main stage where, like, you know, the glam rock animatronics perform, and it led, like, you went to the door and it just took you straight to Rockstar Row. It was super weird, and you know, I kind of figured, oh yeah, this is what these are for. There's some kind of shortcut to get to different areas of the map, which I thought were very useful. Like, all of them kind of teleport us to different areas. Like, some of them took us from like outside of Monty's Gator Golf underground into like where you originally meet like Vanessa, or, you know, whenever you're like hiding from her in the med station. Yeah, it takes you just to some weird areas that actually were really helpful. So that's why I'm kind of wondering like why they got rid of these. I'm assuming eventually they're going to add these back in, just because they kept the doors there and they say level 10 security access on them. So eventually they're going to add the key cards into the game, which means they're going to have to add in 2 more mini games or 2 more ways of getting the key cards, which is very interesting to think about. But yeah, and interesting nonetheless. So this is the first screenshot we have right here, though. You guys can see, you know, it appears to be like underground. There's a staircase right there, and in the background, you know, there's a different area. And yeah, it's just like it's basically like a tunnel connecting the 2 areas, which is very interesting. There's the server spot right there, and yeah, it's very cool. Now that's the server spot that you see when you first see the crawling endo on the wall, like on the staircase. That's that staircase right there, if you guys were wondering. And there's like behind the endo to the right, that's where that gift box is, behind that pillar. I've played way too much Security Breach, but yeah, that's what this is. Now the next screenshot we have here is this one, and it's just another look, like a different angle. There's the staircase on the left, and, you know, there's Roxy Raceway. You can see all the race cars and stuff like that right there. And to the right, you can see another staircase, and, like, yeah, it takes you up to, like, the upper levels. It looks like Rockstar Row, potentially, like, all the way on the top right, as you guys can see right there. Or, like, you know, left side of the top right, if that makes any sense. But, yeah, it's just an interesting way of connecting the entire game. And I honestly feel like they really should have kept these in the game, because, I mean, well, obviously there's a reason that they weren't. But, yeah, I mean, they're in the game, as you guys can tell right here, and we could check them out ourselves, as you guys know. So I feel like it's kind of weird that they were taken out of the game, but maybe they just weren't ready yet, and, you know, maybe they'll add them in a later on update, which I think will be a huge improvement to the game, being able to get around the Pizzaplex faster. But yeah, this one's really cool. There's a whole door like blocking it, a helpy door, which is very interesting. And then the last one is this one, which has a charge station for Freddy and a charge station for your flashlight. And it looks like maybe, no, I thought that was a sign. That's like a Freddy Fazbear like mic sign right there, and then a camera sign. But either way, it's a very interesting looking area. There's a ton of different like tires and, you know, stuff like that, seats for the go-karts and stuff. It's very cool. Anyways, it continues on, and it says Map Utility Southeast Corner 2 out of 2. Another utilidor that would have led between the Raceway and Fazzer Blast. I understand why this was cut, as it's the level 10 door that's right next to these areas anyways. Oh, so it's a door that's so close that, you know, you really didn't need it. But this would take you from the raceway to Phaser Blast. All right, so this is a video. Now, keep in mind, this is on Twitter, so the quality is not going to be the best, all right? So keep that in mind, but let's go ahead and give it a watch. All right, so this is... Man, I hate Twitter video quality. There's got to be a way of, like, it getting better quality on this, but I have no idea. I don't use Twitter enough. As you guys can tell, I haven't tweeted in years. Oh, okay, so that's the door right there. Oh, my God, even with the back. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the one that we went into that took us underground. Oh, so this was supposed to take you to Roxy Raceway. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow, this looks really cool down there. I mean, if you can look past all the pixels. There's an endo on the bench right there. Ooh, an endo caged up. Yeah, this actually looks really cool. I mean, obviously it's a shortcut that's not exactly necessary because Roxy Raceway and Phaser Blast are really close to each other, but it still would have been cool nonetheless. Like, I feel like if they really wanted to utilize the endos more, they could definitely, like, open up these areas and just have the endos down there. It's like, if you want to take the shortcut, then take it, but you gotta, like, deal with the endos. But look at that. That is very cool. I just want to be able to go to all these areas and just check them out. Okay, we still got a little bit left here. So I'm assuming he's going to show us that this connects into Roxy Raceway. Let's see what they show here. Okay, so we're going down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's super dark down there, and there's so much down there. Man, I mean, it makes sense why it's not there, because this looks like a longer pathway than, you know, like they said in the tweet, than you would normally take, but still cool. Then you go up the staircase, and okay, then that's... Oh... That is cool. All right, let's continue onwards, though. So then they say Map Utility East. This utilidor would have been through the level 10 door between Kids Cove / daycare and Monty Golf. Wait, Kids Cove? The daycare is all the way in the main, like right when you enter the Pizzaplex, as you guys know, and Monty Golf. So this would have connected the atrium to the main entrance. A little upset this isn't in the game, as it would have been an easier way to the food court beneath the atrium. See, this would have been a good one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop up the screenshots right now. Yeah, this would have been a very useful one. So there's... Oh, wait, that's the one that we saw. Okay, so this is, whatchamacallit. So that's Monty's Gator Golf right there. As you guys can see, you guys can see my mouse cursor now. So that's Monty's Gator Golf right there, like the elevator's to the right there. And then we've got the door. Oh, okay, so I thought this was the door that we saw, but this is different. Oh, look, there's water down there and everything. And then an endo. Okay, wow, that is very cool. Look at the little Freddy, like, on the seat right there. So this one would have connected the daycare to Monty's Golf. Okay, so the other one was... Oh, okay, that's why. The other one was Phaser Blast. I always get those two confused, Gator Golf and Phaser Blast. But wow, that would have been super useful, though. Because, like, if you could go to Monty's Gator Golf from the daycare... Oh, this is the one that we saw, though. I remember this one. Outside the door where you get, like, shut out by sun originally. This would have been helpful because you wouldn't have to take the elevator anymore. And that would have been huge. Just not having to sit on that elevator for so long and always, you know, have to use that route to get there. But yeah, that would have been massive. But look at all the endos down here. You got, yeah, there's like 2 endos right there. One being worked on right there. A little Freddy on the chair back there. We go back this way. You've got a whole like sewer system type thing where there's like water down there and steam. It looks really awesome. And then that's the main door right there with a little moon poster and a Gator Golf. Oh, okay. So that's like to tell you like the 2 areas that they connect to. And then, yeah, that's like the main entrance right there, which that's the door that we opened. I think we opened that one too, but I fell right through the map and it took me like into, like I said, that underground tunnel system. So I thought that's where it took us, but no, it's actually supposed to take us here instead, which is very interesting. All right, let's continue on. So it says map kitchen large vat room lights on. Old kitchen map from the reveal trailer. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna pop this up on screen and check this out. Now, this would be a cool part of the map to like, or a cool map to actually check out in game. So if you guys didn't see the original Security Breach trailer, it was like you would go through this section right here, and to the left would be our first look at Moon, and he was like up there, and I don't remember exactly what he was doing, but I remember he was like watching us in the kitchen, and that's what this is. So to the right would be like I think that was in the trailer too, but I remember the camera like went forward, and then you saw those like big tubes or whatever you call them that are like filled with, you know, who knows what. But let's check out the second screenshot. Yeah, these things right here. Oh wow, so that's actually in the game. Man, I wonder if this was just solely used for the trailer, or if, you know, these were going to be part of the game at some point. I mean, obviously they make stuff in the game that's, you know, only for the trailer and that's it. But I mean, I would really like to know if this was like an actual area in the game that they had to scrap because maybe they ran out of time, or maybe the game, you know, changed directions. Because as you guys know, I mean, the games always change directions, I would assume, you know, as development progresses. Like, look at Halo Infinite, like as the latest example. So, you know, maybe this was an area that at one point was going to be in the game. Maybe Vanny would chase you through there, or maybe even Moon, because that's what we saw in the trailer in this area. But, you know, things changed, but still very cool to see this stuff, man. I hope Steelwool makes, like, just an art book that shows off, like, unused content in the game and just, like, you know, their thought process behind different things, because I'd love to know more about this kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that I just love. Now, the next thing we have here is Map Bowling Alley Test. Very broken old version of Bonnie Bowl from the RTX trailer. It has a window spanning all of Roxanne Raceway, as well as a very unfinished bowling minigame. Oh, okay, check this out. This would be cool. Okay, so this is when you go into Bonnie Bowling and you go left and you find the stuff that you have to feed the Chica to get her into the trash compactor, like in that back room behind, you know, the service spots right here. This is that area, so that's very interesting to see. So that made it into the full game, but I'm guessing it looks different. And oh, wow, this would have been so cool, man. So this is to the right when you go in and you have like the whole bowling area right there. And look at this, man. Imagine this huge window where you can just look out and see Roxy Raceway. And like, imagine you can actually see like race cars going around. Maybe that's why they scrapped this, because I don't think race cars actually go around in Roxy Raceway. No, they don't. So maybe that's why they scrapped this, because you'd just be looking at like nothing. I mean, you could see the area, but that's really it. I don't know, but man, like this is cool. I want to know why they scrapped this stuff. It's so cool. But then you can see like a door on the left side that you can actually leads into Roxy Raceway. That would have been so sick. Like just this giant like glass window right here is just so cool. Anyways, next up we have this, which is a look at the Bonnie Bowling, actual bowling segment of the game, which I always thought that was weird. Yeah, like you have this huge bowling area, but it just felt so underutilized, and there really wasn't anything there. Like you just go in there, you get the stuff for Chica, you get a gift in the back, and you get chased by the endos, which I thought that was super random. That endos just pop up in the middle of nowhere in a bowling alley. I don't know. Maybe at some point, you know, there's gonna be more to this area, but like I said, change of direction, maybe short on time, who knows? But either way, like at some point you're gonna be able to actually bowl here, which I mean makes sense, because if you go to Monty's Gator Golf, they have that whole golfing mini game there. So you know, you go to the bowling alley, it don't even make sense to bowl there. I wish we would have seen like more of Bonnie like in this bowling area, whether it was like a hologram or I don't know, some kind of Bonnie. I mean, we know he got decommissioned, but still interesting nonetheless to see all this stuff. So yeah, you could have actually bowled. And then we have one more screenshot, which is a gutter ball, and obviously that's where it like keeps track of your score. It looks identical to the Monty's you know, Gator Golf section. So yeah, it makes sense. Anyways, he goes on to say, Map Gator Golf World. This is peculiar. It is a more finished version of the Gator Golf arcade machine. What? Featuring double the holes and better lighting on existing holes. Okay, here's this. This is interesting. So double the holes. Wow. I mean, I thought the Gator Golf that we got was really cool, but what? Why would they take this out? I have so many questions. I wonder why. Maybe it connected the other minigame, because there's another minigame, if you guys didn't know, that's like a Chica, you know, Chica Hungry, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a Chica arcade game. And you know, my guess is that it would connect to the Balloon World, or you know, BB's Balloon World, or whatever that minigame was called, that had like the glitch trap Easter egg in it that felt, you know, kind of unfinished, if we're being honest. Me and Doc were talking about it. We were like, yeah, it was super weird, and then it just ended very suddenly. So maybe, you know, that this was going to be like another one of the mini games that you had to like complete and find a glitched object in. I don't know, but then they scrapped it. I have no idea, but either way, so let's go to the next screenshot. Yeah, we have this, another look at, so this is another one of the levels. Wow, that is very cool. So yeah, this is like a whole level right there. And then we got this one. Oh, a Phaser Blast level. That is cool, man. And that's hole 5. Yeah, that's super interesting. And then we have one more screenshot, which is this one, which this one made it into the full game. Yeah, this one's in the full game. Yeah, that's definitely that. I don't see anything new here, right? Yeah, that's just the one with Baby in the closet at the very end, and then you have that thing in the middle, like comes down and like can crush the ball or whatever. But yeah, that one's in the full game. But still, I'm guessing maybe it's just to show like the better lighting, if I had to take a guess. But yeah, very, very cool to see, man. I want to know what the other holes are. And like the developer or the creator of this Twitter, you know, post, they said the map names. So like I said, we can check these out in a video if you guys want to see them. That's like 9 more holes that we can go through. So pretty crazy. The next one is Map Hive Room, an unused Fazcade room for good reason. All right, so this is that one. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, this is hard to look at, but I mean, it's cool. Why is there a hive room, though? Is there a bee animatronic that I'm not aware of? Why is there a hive? I don't... Maybe, like, Glitchtrap was supposed to take over this room at some point, and... I mean, I think this would be cool if it was all purple instead of yellow, but that's a lot of arcade games that are not usable at all, but... maybe you'd get chased through there and have to hide. I don't know. Anyways, next up we have, he says, there are multiple unused hallways between different areas that were simply replaced with elevators in the final game. What of the most disappointing removals? All right, so here's that. So this is, oh, okay, this is a cool hallway. So this is on the way to, that says Fazcade on the left. So, oh, okay, that would have connected the two rooms. I thought for a second this led to the daycare because it looks like the same kind of like setup, but no. Okay, so then we got this one, which is Monty's Gator Golf. Oh, that would have been cool, man. Yeah, that would have been really cool. I feel like that's what kind of like throws off the whole, like, I don't know what you'd call it, but like the feeling of being in the Pizzaplex is like, you got to go from Monty's Gator Golf, then you got to like go up a staircase and then like to the right and then through that construction to get to Roxanne Raceway and then like Fazer Blast to get to that area, or to get to like Bonnie Bowling. Like nothing really connects very seamlessly. You always got to like go to an escalator or whatever, or like some weird staircase, but I don't know. I'm sure they had a reason for all of it. They also said there's multiple strings in the game, implying that the game was timed, as well as other strings with difficulty settings. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this up on screen, but it's... Actually, I'm not even going to bother with this because it's nothing... Like, you guys aren't going to see this and be like, aha, I understand that. But it just shows, like, a bunch of code, and it says, keep an eye on the time. Cameras, messages, and more can be accessed through the watch. Time does not stop when looking at the Faz watch. Oh, man. See, I would have hated that. Difficulty, easy, medium, nightmare. I would have loved a difficulty setting, though. Easy, medium, or nightmare. I really hope they add that in at some point, because I would have been all over that. But yeah, so basically they were gonna do like a Dead Rising type thing where you had to like keep an eye on the time, which honestly, I mean, yeah, like I said, I wouldn't have been a fan of that. But I mean, then again, if you do multiple saves, as long as you don't like, imagine you have to get like one ending and then to get the other ending, you have to like restart your whole game because your time is off or something. Like that would have just been super annoying. So I'm glad they got rid of that, but it would have been interesting. I think if anything, if they wanted to bring this back, bring back the nightmare difficulty, right? On nightmare, you have a time limit. Boom, there you go, and the game's harder. There you go. I mean, it's back, and it can be used again. I don't know. I mean, it would be a nightmare to go through, but I would definitely try it out. Now it says miscellaneous scrapped content, or no, missions. Text that involving, so it's okay, I can't even read. It says miscellaneous scrapped mission text involving a boiler room and a frozen endo, which can also still be found in the files. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna read out what it says. So it says that endo's frozen solid. It's holding some sort of camera. Freddy, it's cold in here. Freddy says it's freezing in here. Or no, yeah, Gregory says that to Freddy. Freddy, perhaps if you adjusted the heat in the boiler room, you could melt it. The boiler room is down in the utilidors. I will mark it on your map. However, I do not recommend you go there. Gregory says hot, too hot. And then it shows this endoskeleton right here. Oh, wow. So there was a whole like frozen over endo holding the camera. So this would be how you originally got the camera, right? Because now in the game, you go to Monty's Gator Golf to find it. But in this version, you would have gotten it from this endo, which honestly I think would have been way cooler. But then again, I don't know. I mean, literally get it because it's cold. But anyways, I mean, it also would have made very much sense because why would an endo be holding a camera? But then again, why is a camera in Monty? I felt that was weird. Like you walk into Monty's Gator Golf and then you find a camera in a box. That felt all over the place. But still, that would have been cool, man. To like have to thaw out an endo and then it chases you that way. Like that's your first introduction to him. Because like, while the first introduction in the game was cool, like when you first, you know, go underground where you like upgrade Freddy, I thought that was really cool. But this would have been way better. Like imagine you have to like, it's kind of like Resident Evil 4 when you first meet the regenerator. That whole scene where it's like he unthaws and then he starts chasing after you. Like imagine that you unthaw him and then yeah, you get the camera and then this thing's right behind you chasing after you, and that's your first introduction. I think that would have been cool. But either way, they go on to talk about the map character gallery, which we already did a whole video on. It just says like almost forgot final thing for now. This is an unfinished character gallery with a few characters and arcade cabinets. I did a whole video on that, so if you do want to see that, just check the channel. It's there. And then they also said keep in mind that a lot of this content might not be scrapped but simply held off to prevent further delays to the game. There is a lot more when digging into the audio/subtitles, which delves a lot more into the story of the game. Ray MC has talked about content updates. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm most hopeful for. I really hope that they update the game, which they said they're going to. Obviously, first they got to do like all the bug fixes and stuff like that, but later on updates, they could add all of this stuff back into the game. And I think, honestly, they could bring back that ice mini game, or not ice mini game, but this ice section of the game. But instead of having it hold the camera, give it a level 10, or give it a security card. Boom, there you go. That's another way of adding in another security guard instead of having to hold the camera. I think that'd be perfect, and a very cool way to do it too. I think that'd be awesome. And then for the other security guard, maybe something to do with like the bowling, or I don't know. I mean, I don't know how they would add that one back in. But either way, I'm sure they could think of something, or they'll just give it to us. I have no idea. Let me know your best guess in the comment section down below. But guys, that was all of the unused and potentially scrapped content from FNAF Security Breach. Once again, shout out to Maz on Twitter. I'll have them linked in the description down below. If you guys want to see me do a video where we just go through all these maps and check them out for ourselves, let me know, and I definitely will. And by the way, Merry Christmas, everyone. I know I missed an upload yesterday, but obviously it was Christmas Day, so I was spending it with family. I want to take the day off after a very stressful Security Breach release. But I'm back in full force now, so expect a lot more Security Breach videos. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.